Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There are certain games that get the juices flowing, and when you have number one versus number two, it'll send a shiver up your spine. As we'll see the number two team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number one team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. To throw, it's Gabriel. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Opening drive of the game, and they're facing 3rd and 1. They'll try to get it through the air. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it at the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Ooh, the defense so lucky that was not a touchdown. The offense saw an opportunity to take a chance and take a shot, and they executed that play beautifully.
Pushes for the goal line. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's a fake. He wants to throw it. They got him. The pressure got home, and the defense makes sure this drive comes up empty. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Give to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He's right on target. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Caught over the middle. It's dealt. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. He leaves it with his back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're scoreless.
He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he intercepts it. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Back to throw, it's Gabriel. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and woo, he took it.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
When I'm an offensive coach, I'm going to take shots. I'm going to take those 50.
A little trickeration, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On the run, it's Etienne. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. This third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Looking to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Looking for a productive play on first down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Got his man quickly. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's there to make the stop.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off to the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Etienne. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Back to pass, it's back. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you throw it to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He's looking to throw it. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Oregon 14, Georgia.
We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Etienne. I know he thinks he can house every return, and sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Got his man downfield. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Looking to pass. It's Beck. He makes the connection. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Dogs get the first down.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line that really has been getting pushed around and bullied in this game so far. Let's see what happens moving forward.
They'll ride the hot hand. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
This running back just doesn't go down easy. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him and just, you know what, let his talent do the rest.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And his throw is incomplete.
He has just never been able to get into a rhythm in this game. He's already thrown 3 picks. He's been hit a lot. That time throwing off his back foot forces another incompletion.
He's back to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Army find a hole in that secondary. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback there.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oregon 14, Georgia 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Let's go. Dropping back, it's Beck. Right down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. At the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 7 takes it in for the defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I got to give this defense a lot of credit. They were very confident coming into this one, even though they were going up against one of the best quarterbacks in the entire country. They're confident because they believe in their ability to get to him, and they've been able to do that in this game. There's another sack here late.
On second down, wants to throw it. Wide open downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, hats off to this defense and their ability to shut this guy down. He's one of the best receivers in all of college football. That was only his 2nd catch of the game, and we're essentially in a 2-minute situation. They have risen to the challenge. They knew coming in they were going to have to limit him, but
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Johnson. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a
Fires it into traffic, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this.
Got a lot of running room. Inside the 30. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. Nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's James. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense
Looking to take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
And this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Really good job by the defense taking away the deep ball. Remember, you can roll those corners up, or you can roll those corners back. If you want to take away the deep ball, keep them back deep. You want to take away the shallow stuff, bring them up tight on the line of scrimmage.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And you know what? You kind of deserve it. Late in the could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. It's gave him a little bit of hope.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. Fires into the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the offense will take that gift, set up right on the doorstep, first and goal with the 1. Dropping back, it's Beck. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Under a minute to play, they can just take a knee and put this game on ice.
It's such a good...
Got it! And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. We want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Wants to pass. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The 40. The 30. Inside the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia, 7-7.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to the big tight end. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge yards gained in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Going over the top. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today we have a top 25 matchup on hand with two of college football's premier teams preparing to slug it out. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Canes will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to run it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take a shot. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
You could not script a better start if you're on defense, and great job being heads up and being aware that this offense may come out trying to be aggressive and throw on the first play. Everybody executing their assignments, and they get a takeaway right off the bat.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Ward. Makes his connection. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Handoff from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll run play action. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Still running at the 40. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
That's a nice-looking run, man. And what a legacy here. When you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. This guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Kane. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. You might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly tune up that much yardage. Defense is going to have to get something figured out.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Feeling some... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rank it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Offense set on first down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. Take your steps and get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
This defense has been sliced and diced, and now facing another 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Dropping back, it's Sanders. He'll pull it down. Stumbled to the ground.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
And now this is either a fake, the coach is delusional, or perhaps both. It's a fake. He's looking to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Looking for the 2-point try. Back to pass, it's Ward. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. About to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's 1st quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but
Worry.
This is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. looking deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep balls, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Not on this play.
Now remember, they were stopped on fourth down earlier in the first quarter, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
He's got the back in the middle.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? And here's the 3rd interception of the night. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38.
Man, people want to say cold is a mindset. No, dude, it's cold, and you're hitting each other. It's a physical game. It hurts really, really bad. Even catching the ball like you did right there for that interception sometimes can hurt those hands.
And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I know these coaches are absolutely losing their mind with all of these turnover after turnover after turnover. They're giving the ball away more than a non-profit. Come on.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Time to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Buffaloes in the hurry up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Pickup of 5. Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Miami 32, Colorado 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Here we go. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, K. These guys wanted to make a statement. The statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop him. No, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
He wants to... Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And they swarm him under.
The 2-point attempt is no good.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Colorado 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And that receiver makes that play look so routine, but it takes so much practice. Running that curl route over and over again against every type of zone coverage imaginable so that on game day, that receiver can find the soft spot no matter what coverage the defense is in.
To the air, it's Sanders. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
They've yet to convert on 4th down, though not for lack of trying. 0 for 3 so far. Let's see if they... And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it away off his back foot. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
When that snow's coming down, it's even thicker than rain. It just affects the football. You can't get as much juice on it. And you could tell the QB couldn't get it to the wide receiver where he wanted to, and the defender made a beautiful play.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point.
It's a fake, and the holder's going to try to throw for it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Throws for the tight end. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Taking it the other way. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Miami. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming.
It's a fake, and the holder showing off that arm. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Horn. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. Goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
To the air, it's Sanders. Trying to get to him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Horn. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run it to the right here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Colorado! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Gives it to the back on the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Canes get it past the sticks.
And most importantly, they got the first. They've been getting pushed around up front this game and haven't created a lot of lanes to run the football, but you needed it. You needed that first down. You needed to get the sticks moving. You need to run some clock. So good job by the offense finding a little bit of space to get the first down.
Quickly complete. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Snagged in the middle. It's Arroyo. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
After misfiring, it's second down. Looking for a man, it's Ward. Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Got it in the middle. It's Martinez. Tackled immediately after the catch. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Just about set for the second half kickoff.
Number 17 sets the kickoff.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Wants to throw. It's Sanders. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
On second down, he'll fire. Pulls it in, it's George. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So through the offense, when you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. And the Hurricanes have enough for the first down.
How about the confidence? This coach is very confident. Fourth down, backed up in my territory, inside my 20, and you go for it? Wow, you better get it, and you did here. So great coaching.
Looking for a deep man. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up. wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The give to the back. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got an open man. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Canes! And the punishment has been extended.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They've got to start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later.
On 2nd down.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quarterback will audible. They'll throw it on 1st down. Using the quick game. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
To the air, it's Sanders. He tries to take the top off. Oh, picked off. Takes it the other way. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He makes the catch. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. The give to the tailback. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Might as well give it to him again.
Running back, the ball carrier. Loses 2. Brings up 2nd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Miami 57, Colorado 14.
2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Looking to throw, it's Ward. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bucks! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
On to attempt to try. Right down the middle. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll give it to him again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They move the tight end all over. The play action fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Gets it out quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're internal.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Looking for more room. Inside the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six.
21.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row. Now they've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to go up top on first down. Finds a man in the middle. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party pin. A late touchdown.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen.
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Miami, 64. Colorado, 27.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Miami offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. To the air, it's Ward. A strike downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. On the move at the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And his throw is incomplete.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positives today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's George. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know, you're in the red zone, you bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, keep the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Hard-hitting tackle.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Miami. And the stomping has commenced.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day. And this.
Oh, they want the 2, and the holder's going to try to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
70, Colorado, 27.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking for a man, it's Sanders. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Kane. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Athens, Georgia, Sanford Stadium, home to the Georgia Bulldogs, where more than 90,000 have already started to bark loudly. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Off play action on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you could regroup, because this...
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Trying to get the receiver on a drag route and work him through all the bodies in traffic, and there's just too much happening. I don't think he saw the throw real well, and it falls incomplete.
Wants to throw on second down. A little.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
He's going to pass. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
You know, it's really tough. It's tough to be a DB because you can't get there too early. You can't get there too late. He gets there perfect timing and gets the deflection.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Going for it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got a man, it's Lovett. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Here comes that Alabama offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it out to the 40-yard line, getting 5 on that one.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. He wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is making life hard on the quarterback early in the game. We're only in the first quarter. They've already got a pick, and that time they swat another one away, man. They are breaking on the ball.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Touchdown, Dogs! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? He drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback. He sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes that Alabama offense. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 14, Alabama 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Working the middle, it's complete. At the 40, there he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. The give on the inside. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. And they do it.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown tie.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the...
And that ball is picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. The quarterback has to do a better job of taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Adams. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Milroe. Going for 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right?
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Touchdown, Alabama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. They want to get the ball right back here in the first half. They've got the lead and going for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo.
Looking for a huge play. Wide open, he makes the catch. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. Moving away from pressure. He's turning it loose into the middle. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Using his feet to buy time. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime.
28, Georgia, 14.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're...
He's going for it all. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got to wonder if this offense is going to go for it here. They're trailing now by a lot.
Forget the kick. He wants to throw it. Shoots it to the left. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
A lot of times you can tell by the pass set, that tackle gets really, really quick. You can tell that ball's going to come out quick. Great job by the defensive end, seeing the ball come out quick, getting his hands in the air, and deflecting the football.
Got out of trouble and throws. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Georgia! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field.
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Going for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And they can't make the connection. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Off he goes. The 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, like receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Milroe. For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It has just been that kind of day for this guy. 4 picks now thrown in this game. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. He just hasn't been throwing the football accurately. This is a game he would like to sue for.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He wants to pass it on second down. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming.
And back to the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's Urasek. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in this thing.
First down here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 28, Georgia 21.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Bulldogs! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. To the ground with the back. Open space at the 25. He's off to the races. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right. Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field. Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
I think Jesse and Reese could call offensive plays for any team if they're having this much success on the ground. It starts with the ground game, right? Like, you can chew up these kind of plays, then I can play action later on and take shots. But right now, defense has first got to stop the run game that's been chewing them up.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to be.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks. Fast. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Nice job by this defense. You go dime package. Why? Because you know the offense is going to throw the football. Great job matching up. More skilled players on more skilled players. More speed on the field to defend the pass.
Score is deadlocked, and we're running out of time. And wings it incomplete.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here. But if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field, give yourself a shot to win.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I have no defense for it. You have to know situational football better. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. I can't put them in a position to get points right after this. I have to punt that football, play defense, and try to win the game and not gift wrap points in the 4th quarter.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And here comes the field goal unit. And this to put them on top as we get close to closing time. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going up top here late in the game. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.